Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to read 5 more testimonies from the Facebook page called I Regret Having Children. And because they are written anonymously, I will just be giving the dates they were shared, and this time I'll comment as I go. Part 1 will be in the description box in case you want to see it. And I'm making these videos to dispel the notion that nobody regrets having children so that you hear the other side of the parenthood story and hopefully you think twice before bringing more kids into this world. So let's begin. Testimony number 1 is from March 17, 2023. Quote, "Motherhood is bleak. I feel like decades of winter It feels like decades of winter with no spring in sight. It is bitter. And what's the hardest is knowing that I chose this. I dread every day. It's relentless and redundant. Never would have guessed in a million years I could feel this unhappy. If this is a dream, can it stop already?" End quote. So in the comment section of this post, a lady wrote, "It will get better as time passes. Just hang in there." And someone responded to her saying, "That's a big lie. It only gets worse the older they get. You have to monitor everything: drug usage, sexual activity, staying on them about getting an education, social media usage, mental health issues, child predators, monitoring their friendships and whereabouts, etc., etc." And I agree, but it bothers me that people lie and tell future parents, "Oh, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be amazing." And when it's not, they lie again, saying that it will get better when it obviously won't. And then you see people with depression, anxiety, and having nervous breakdowns because you lied to them and they were not prepared. It's like you promising them that they're going to Disneyland when in reality they're going into a torture chamber, and then they're confused and many end up taking it out on those kids. And you people need to understand that just because it's wonderful for you doesn't mean it's going to be wonderful for everybody else. So cut the crap. Okay, testimony number 2 is from March 12, 2023. Quote, "I'm jealous of people without young children. My God, the free time, nap whenever, not tired 24/7, get to sleep through the night, can do whatever, whenever. I literally burn with jealousy and rage when I, late 30s with 2 under 2, see my late 30s childless neighbors." End quote. I will only say that I don't envy my neighbors that have little kids or teenagers, because if you ask me, there's nothing there to envy. The way I see breeding is as if someone asked me, "Would you rather be in prison or would you rather be free?" And my answer will always be that I prefer the latter. Thank you. Okay, testimony number 3 is from July 18, 2023. Quote, "My son is 27, suffering from chronic depression in a low-paying dead-end job without the faintest idea of how to get out of it. His life is an unending continuum of unhappiness and dissatisfaction. If I knew that he would develop like this, I would not have had him. I would not want to bring a person into this world outside of his own volition if I knew that he would experience no joy in his existence. I was under the impression that almost all living creatures had at least the capacity for the joy of life, and I assumed that it would be so for my child as well. Sorry, son. I don't know what to do." End quote. I like what a lady in the comments section replied. She said, "That's why I always think of the what ifs. One of many, many reasons why I didn't have kids. Not telling not telling what they will be born with, what challenges they may face, and just dealing with the everyday headaches and hassles of life. I'll spare my unborn the agony of being forced into something they didn't ask for." I think this sums it up pretty well. Okay, testimony number 4 is from May 13, 2023. Quote, "Has anyone had kids just because they wanted to give their parents the gift of becoming grandparents? I hate kids, but I will probably love my own. I can't afford them, but I feel awful that my parents will probably never experience being grandparents. I'm 32, he's 40, our clock is ticking." End quote. I would tell this person that parents are not owed grandchildren. And if you hate kids, you will probably hate your own too, as many people do. And you won't be able to send them back because they will be your responsibility forever. You need to understand that kids are not toys that you give away as gifts to make other people happy. They are individuals that you will have to support, educate, take care of, help, feed, and protect your whole entire life. And if you can't even afford them, why the hell would you even consider having them? This confirms to me that people see kids as objects and not as human beings that deserve any consideration. Because this is not about your parents. This is about your kids and everything you're going to put them through just to stupidly try to please someone else. And the reason I added this one is because these are the types of people that end up regretting their children. Okay, testimony number 5 is from April 11, 2023. Quote, "My husband and I planned this baby. I thought then that I was called to be a mother and was excited about the idea. However, almost a year postpartum, random feelings of regret and shame of having a child comes in. I miss my freedom. I miss my freedom, personal time, and the money that could be spent on myself. I thought I was ready to be a mother, and I thought I was no longer selfish and ready to have a child. Turns out I was wrong. How I wish I went to counseling before deciding to have children. I wish I was genuinely warned about how difficult this motherhood journey is. I wish I was told that it is okay to be child free. I love my child, but I hate being a mom." End quote. In the comments section of this post, a lady wrote, "You were no longer selfish and ready to have a child? We really need to get rid of the narrative that thinks it is unselfish to have children. How is it not selfish to bring people into this climate emergency where their future is so bleak? Having kids seems more selfish than not having them." And another lady wrote, "It is possible to take all the right steps, quote unquote, get married, have financial stability, plan a child, and still regret it." And I absolutely agree with both of them. Unfortunately, what happens a lot is that these same people will wrongly come to the conclusion that having another baby will make things better because they think that creating another problem will somehow solve the first one. And I truly wish people would start listening to those who are speaking out about the horrors of parenting so that they don't end up making the same mistakes. And just like you read the reviews for a product before you buy it, and you take into consideration the pros as well as the cons, people should start doing the same when it comes to having children. so that they preferably don't have them, or at least they know what to expect and they won't be able to say that they were not warned. Okay, guys, I think that's it for today. Um, Antinatalist says, just in time. Thank you for being here. Anybody that's listening, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope to talk to you guys soon. Have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.